Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about retardation test on separately excited DC motor. What is the retardation test and why it is required? So retardation test is nothing but it is performed on the DC series motor to find out the stray losses, and stray loss is nothing but the combination of mechanical and iron loss, and again in the mechanical losses we have frictional and windage loss. So this is the figure of DC separately excited motor with retardation test arrangement. So now let's find out the stray losses and inertia of the motor. So this is the kinetic energy of the armature, which is given by 1/2 I omega square, where I is the moment of inertia of the armature and omega is the angular velocity. In retardation test, we cut off the supply from the motor and let it slow down to 0. So in between we note the speed at different point at different times. So here we have two cases, without field excitation and with field excitation. So if we cut off the motor from the supply without field excitation, so there will be no flux and thereby there is no iron loss. And similarly, if we cut off the motor from the supply with field excitation, there will be iron loss also. It will include also the mechanical loss. So without field excitation we have only mechanical loss, and with field excitation we will have mechanical plus iron loss. So rotational losses will be equal to rate of loss of kinetic energy. So we can calculate the loss from the rate of loss of kinetic energy. So we have kinetic energy formula, which is 1/2 I omega square. So differentiating it and putting the basic speed formula, and we will get the W is equal to 0.011 in dN by dt. So here we have two variable which we have to find out in order to find the rotational losses. One is moment of inertia I and another is rate of change of speed, which is dN by dt or d omega by dt. So first let's find out the dN by dt. So basically it is the change of speed with respect to time. So we will note the change in speed with respect to time. Okay, so dN by dt will be given by OB divided by OA, which is change in speed divided by change in seconds. So let's next find out the moment of inertia. So first method to find out the moment of inertia is by connecting the flywheel. In the first case we have derived the equation for the loss. So next time we will connect the flywheel and check the losses. In the second case we will have the additional flywheel inertia, which is I1. In that case we will have the knowledge of the moment of inertia of the flywheel. So there will be we will compare the both equation, because there will be not much difference to the losses for the without flywheel and with the flywheel. So we will comparing both of them and we will find out the inertia I is equal to I1 T1 divided by T2 minus T1. Now if we don't know the moment of inertia, cannot do the previous calculation, we will follow the second method. First step of the second method is a slow down current is drawn with armature alone. So we will draw the slow down curve with armature alone. And second is, when we disconnect the motor from the supply, we will connect the resistor R at the instant of the disconnecting the motor. Remaining current from the motor will be dissipated. So at the time we will have W dash, which is nothing but power loss in the resistance. So W dash is equal to VAI, where VA is the average voltage across the load resistor and IA is the average current through the load resistor. We have two equations. First one is the loss when we do not connect any resistor or not across the motor, and another is W plus W dash, which is the loss when we connect the resistor across the motor during the disconnecting. And in the both case we will take the dN same. So taking the ratio of the both equation, we will find out the W, which is our loss, which is given by W is equal to W dash into T2 divided by T1 minus T2. So ultimately moment of inertia also can be found from the determined stray losses either from the following equations. So we have two equations. First one is the without connecting the resistor, and the second one is the connecting the resistor in the as soon as the switch disconnect from the supply. So procedure is like I have already explained. First we will run the motor near to the rated speed, then we will disconnect the motor and we will obtain the slowdown curve which is the speed versus time, and then we will take the two instant of the speed and note it down the time between that two speed, and here we have taken the dn is the average speed. So this is the first instant of the speed and second instant of the speed divided by 2, and then run again the separately excited DC motor, and now we will connect the resistor when the motor disconnect from the supply. So we will disconnect the supply and we will connect the resistor R. Similarly we will obtain the slowdown curve. So we will take the same dn which is a change in speed, but in that time motor will slow down very quickly compared to the previous case, because we have additional resistor to dissipate the losses in it. So we will have all the required data to calculate the losses. So that is for the theory part.